Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gamecocks ready to get this thing started and open the season. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense takes the field for the first time today. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Oh, he's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Basco. He's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll run the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Chanticleers. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Huff. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Taylor. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill. And
just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
A strike downfield. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Coastal! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here.
What a nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He almost got 2 points and a safety.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Scanning the field, it's Huff. Coming after him. Firing to the right, complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He wants to pass it on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Nothing but green ahead. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse. Oh, look out! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. They go to the ground. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
Another first down.
To the air, it's Hop. Throws to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. No good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game.
Jacksonville State, 3.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Wide open makes the catch. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Chanticleer. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like...
What's going on?
You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's
What's the score?
top of the Sunday, making big plays, going half the
You winning?
plus to get the big touchdown.
Oh, shit.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's right. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Coastal Carolina.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. To the air, it's Huff. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Hawk, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
It's complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tucker. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let...
Touchdown, Coastal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about round the Grove for a long time. They're up 14 over the Astronauts. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just about 30 seconds to go in the half. How aggressive do you want to be here? They're going to open this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but not pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets...
And they got him for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gets rid of it. Gets it out fast. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
The shot that clears will kick it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return, it's Taylor. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The shot to clear offense headed back to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wide open downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep.
It's so hard because when they run jet sweeps, they don't always give them the football, and you got to worry about other stuff. But great job focusing on your keys, seeing the jet sweep, pulling the trigger, going, and getting the speedster on the ground.
With jet sweep pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
Looking to throw, it's Vasco. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the shot to clear is looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion.
What's the score?
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where
You winning or caught up?
he got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way. They've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this...
Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a...
What's Jared's score? What's your score, Jared?
The extra point was good. A 69-yard touchdown drive.
You winning?
They finish it with an 11-yard
Oh, okay.
touchdown dart. Kickoff team lining up
42-6.
away.
Jackson State. Playing Jackson State on the road.
He'll bring it out. It's right. He was looking for some
We still in the third quarter though.
He stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He gets a block. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking for space. It's Bennett. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And this dude is doing work. He's now over 150 yards receiving, Jesse.
He's like the new age tight end, isn't he, Reese? I mean, he's a guy that can get in a three-point stance. He can flex out. He can play the split end position. He can play receiver. There is nothing this tight end cannot do in the pass game.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the single back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for space. It's Washington. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB.
Man, they done benched my starters.
The Clears have their offense in high gear.
You hear me?
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Picks up the 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To throw, it's Kim. Looking left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's brought
Then they get a backup quarterback just threw a pig.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave. And Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Wells. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Finds his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
It's another first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
And first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Jacksonville State.
Dropping back, it's Huff. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? he's looking to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform.
Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Chanticleer. And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point is good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield, it's Hop. He wants to take the top off. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. The clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.